My name is William S. Burroughs. My friends call me Bill. You can call me William. I'm your naked lunch for the evening. I co-founded the Beat Generation along with Kerouac and Ginsberg. I've lived a life of heroin addiction and debauchery. I don't apologize to no one who I am. I was around before your grandparents, and I'll still be around after. Many more years after. That's enough of me. Let's get this show started.
Yeah.
I sing a song that was written in 1925. And I collaborated with Tom Waits. And it's called Tain't No Sin. When you hear sweet syncopation and the music softly moans, it ain't no sin to take off your clothes and dance around in your bones. When it gets too hot for comfort and you can't get an ice cream cone, it ain't no sin to take off your clothes and dance around in your bones. Just like the bamboo babies down the sea-sink tropic zone. It ain't no sin to take off your clothes and dance around in your bones. Thank you.
Yeah.
This hat is not suspended in any other way than you think. My first poem for this evening is called Words of Advice for Young People. People often ask me if I have any words of advice for young people. Well, here are simple animations for the young and the old. Never interfere in a boy and girl fight. Beware of whores that say they don't want money. The hell they don't. What they mean is they want more money. Much more. If you're doing business with a religious son of a bitch, get it in writing. Its word isn't worth shit, not with the good Lord telling you how to fuck you over on the deal. Avoid fuck-ups. You all know the type. Anything they have anything to do with, no matter how good it sounds, turns into a disaster. Do not offer sympathy to the mentally ill. Tell them firmly, I am not paid to listen to this dribble, you terminal fool. Now some of you may encounter the devil's bargain if you get that far. Any old soul is worth saving to lease to a priest. But not every soul is worth buying. So you can take it as a compliment. I charge the easy ones first. You know, like money. All the money there is. Who wants to be the richest guy in the cemetery? Can't cost the mustard, oh, Gramps? Hey, Gramps, you have to be there. If you are 18 and you're not 18, you're 78. Old fool sold his soul for a strap-on. How about the honourable bargain? You always wanted to become a doctor. Now's your chance. Why? You could have been a great healer or a benefit to society. What's wrong with that? Just about everything. There are no honourable bargains involving the exchange of quality merchandise like souls. Just quality merchandise like time and money. So piss off, Satan, and don't take me for dumber than I look. An old junk pusher told me, what choose money you take on. Thank you. This one's called the Thanksgiving Prayer. Thanksgiving Day, November 28, 1986. Thanks for the wild turkey and the passenger pigeons destined to be shit out through the wholesome American guts. Thanks for the continent of despoil and poison. Thanks for the Indian Provincium for challenge and danger. Thanks for the herds of bison to kill and leave their skin and the carcasses to rot. Thanks for the bounties on the wolves and coyotes. Thanks for the American dream. To vulgarize and falsify bare lies shine through. Thanks for the KKK. Thanks for the nigger-killing lawmen filling their notches. For the decent church-going women with their mean, pinched, bitter, evil faces. Thanks for the kill a queer for Christ stickers. Thanks for the laboratory aids. Thanks for prohibition and the war against drugs. Thanks for the country where nobody's allowed to speak their own mind. Thanks for the nation of fence. Yes, thanks for the memories. Alright, show me your arm. You always were a headache and you're always been a bore. Thanks for the last and greatest betrayal of the last and greatest of human dreams. Thank you. My hat is still suspended. I think Burroughs makes me happy. Mildred Pierce reporting. I was there, I saw it. I saw women thrown down on Fifth Avenue and raped in their mink coats by blacks, whites, and yellows, while street urchins stripped the rings from their fingers. A younger officer stood by. Aren't you going to do something? I demanded. He looked at me and yawned. I found Colonel Bradshaw bifurcating at the Ritz. I told him bluntly what was going on. His eyes gleamed shamelessly and said, "You have to take a broad general view of things." And that's what I've been doing, taking a broad general view of American troops raping and murdering helpless civilians while American officers stand around and yawn. Been a long time, lady? It's the old game from here to eternity. This license was dictated by considerations taken of prudent commanders throughout history. It pays to pay the boys off. Even noble Brutus did it. Points with his left hand and Conatonic limestone. A soldier's jaw, soldier brain. Tullius describes a typical scene. If a woman or a good-looking boy fell into the arms, they are torn to pieces in a struggle of possession, and the survivors were left to cut each other's throats. The mother-loving American, run by old women, many of them religious by God, hanging American soldiers and raping and murdering civilians. Old Sarge Bellows from here to eternity. What the bloody fucking hell are civilians for? Soldiers pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to find out about the hat? This one's called Dr. Benway Operates. The laboratory's been locked for 3 hours solid. I think they're using it for an operating room. Nurse, I can't find a pulse, doctor. Dr. Benway. Maybe she's got it up a snatch in her finger stall. Nurse, adrenaline, doctor. The night porter shut it off for kicks. He looks around and picks up one of those rubber vacuum cups and the end of the stick and the unplugged toilets. He advances on the patient. Make an incision, Dr. Lymph. As his tall assistant, I'm going to massage the heart. Dr. Lymph shrieks and begins incision. Dr. Benway puts a suction cap swishing around in the toilet bowl. Nurse, shouldn't it be sterilized, doctor? Dr. Benway, very likely, but there's no time. He sits on the suction cup like a cane seat and watches his assistant make the incision. You young squirts couldn't a lance of pepper without an electric vibrating scalpel and automatic and draining suture. Soon we'll be operating with remote control on patients that will never see. We'll be nothing but button pushers. All the skills got out of surgery. All the know-how and the make-do. Did I ever tell you about the time I performed an appendectomy with some rusty sardine can? And once I caught short with instrument number 1 and removed a uterine tumor with my teeth. That was up on the upper epiphany. And besides, Dr. Liv. Incision's ready, doctor. Dr. Benway forces the cup in incision and works it up and down. Blood spurts all over the doctors and nurse and the walls. The cup made a horrible sucking sound. Nurse, I think she's gone, doctor. Well, that's all in a day's work. He walks across to the medicine cabinet. Some fucking drug addict's cut my cocaine with Sandy Flush. Nurse, send the boy out with Phyllis RX on the double. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the end of my set. Our next talent to that and works has been summarised as a clumsy account of his death. In 1849, at the age of 40, he is discovered wandering the streets of Baltimore in an abandoned state of distress. Dragged to Washington Medical College. He communicates earlier, Lord, help my poor soul, before dying of what variously and numerously reported to be suicide, heart disease, brain congestion, syphilis, cholera, tuberculosis, political prescription, rabies, alcoholism, and or drugs. He last speaks in a bar shouting for an unknown man. Sorry. He wasn't wearing his own clothes, and no official record survived in his last hours, let alone a death certificate. The man lived, wrote, and died within a macabre, morbid world, wedding himself to the mysterious and the romantic. One would conceive the unlikely yet inevitable inventor of detective fiction went mad and wrote himself out. To answer Lewis Carroll's unsolved riddle, what do a raven and a writing desk have in common? Our next poet, Edgar Allan Poe. He wrote on both. Thank you.
Yes.